Francis Pimmel is an award-winning artist that specializes in historically accurate reconstructions of Polynesian canoes that once sailed the waters. This one, such as the hokulea, all carved, all made by hand.
My hobby has always been woodworking. All my life long I was involved with wood. And when I came to Hawaii 25 years ago, saw hokulea the very first time. It's the modern or the contemporary generation of the Polynesian voyaging canoe. At that time, I had to make some research, and I came across the book Voyager by Herb Kavanui Kane. So I looked around. I said, is there anybody on the island doing models, scale model? I wanted to take a more orthodox approach and replicate the boat, the vessel, exactly the way they are built and with the same type of components. Obviously, everything reduced in scale. When I work on the hokulea, I can't hold back from thinking, especially when I work on the hull, here, that part of it, and on the deck. I think about, they're very courageous. People on the sailors there, who on top of that, in the middle of the night, and hear the waves buffeting that canoe and the wind blowing. It's just amazing what these guys can do. I like to make scale models from across Polynesia, Melanesia, Micronesia. And one particular boat which I always wanted to make was the Malaysian one. That's a big one. It's about 38 inches long or 40 inches long. Always wanted to do it. Those lashings, I think they're about 240 altogether. They have all been done by hand. And it took me, I think those lashings took me about a week to do. Tiny little pukas, and you have to get the string through it. There's only one hull in existence of a Cook Island voyaging canoe. So I tried to find out as much as I could as far as literature is concerned and design. And I found something online and I imitated the design, everything. I think what makes my work special, try to have an orthodox approach in making canoes. I'm not trying to make designer canoes, nor do I try to make a canoe that does not exactly, the elements of the canoe not being exactly as they are in real. And finally, the canoes have a finish. Try to reach perfection when finishing the canoe. So anybody who touches that, it's extremely smooth and extremely nice. You'll find me on my website, hawaiiancanoes.com. They can find me on the francispimmel.com. And they find me obviously on the Made in Hawaii website as well.
Brought to you by Central Pacific Bank Foundation and Mahi Pono.